Our research says there are about 12,000 pest control companies in the local market, which is an amazing number. It's a lot of companies. They're made up of the big national brands that are focused on making a quarterly number. And the majority is a lot of individuals in a truck that take care of about 200 to 500 properties a year. Our belief is, at the end of the day, what really matters is the individual that's going to set foot on your property. They're going to determine your satisfaction, and they're going to determine the outcome. So at CityTurf, it all starts with who we hire, who we let onto our team. That's part one. Part two is, how trained are they? What's the ongoing training look like? The state says train them once a year. The state says they need to be licensed. To us, that's the absolute minimum requirement. We believe in ongoing, constant training of all of our team members because, again, that individual is the difference maker. They're the one that's going to leave you with an outcome that you're really satisfied with. So it starts with hiring the right people, getting the right people on the team, and then training them. So let's talk about the program. There's a theme you've probably heard at CityTurf. It's prevention. We want to keep the bugs and insects out of your home because if we can keep them out, you never even have to look at them. So from a prevention standpoint, we start with putting down a barrier of prevention out from your foundation and up a distance from the ground. All right, that's step one. Let's create a barrier of prevention, keep the bugs and insects out. Because we're an outdoor services company, we take care of the entirety of your property. Our technicians also think about the turf. So we take care of all the ants throughout your property as well. That's unique as compared to most pest control companies. Something that's even more unique. The way we think is we've been in the market for 15 years. We're going to be here for a really long time. We're not one of the big nationals. We have no desire to be that company. What we have a desire to be is the best company in this market. And so knowing that we're going to be around for a long time, we think about the long term. And the best relationship, we believe, is one where you're highly satisfied with the outcome. And as a result, you stay with us. And as a result, we can invest more in the relationship. So think about the little weep holes around your property. These are areas where spiders and crickets and cockroaches can enter your home. We install a copper mesh. The reason we use copper is it holds up for a long time, but what this mesh does is it attempts to prevent these larger insects, like I just described, from ever getting into your home. This is extremely unique because this is an investment that a lot of companies aren't willing to make. We make it on the very first visit. All right, so that's a little bit of what prevention looks like. There's a little more to it than that, but that's the gist of it. As with all types of prevention, nothing's perfect. There are breakthroughs. Some bugs, some insects are going to make it into your home. Well, there's a big move in the industry, and I'll be honest, I get it. And that move is, we don't want to come into your home. We're just going to take care of everything outside your home. And that would be great, except it's not the best solution for you. Our belief is that we first focus on the outside and prevent. But when the breakthroughs happen, we do need to enter your home. And when we do, we coordinate that with you. Also, we feel very good about this because we let the right people onto our team. They're highly trained, so we trust them to be inside your home. We trust how they will interact with you and how they will treat your property. And by treat your property, what I mean is we're very conscientious. So we think about this. Where do a lot of the bugs and insects gather? They gather in the corners. Where do your kids and your pets not gather? They don't spend a lot of time there in the corners. That's not the traffic area, but it is an area that the bugs and the insects pass through. And so our teams directionally spray or treat those exact areas. We like to target the corners because it's one, effective, but two, it's not the traffic pattern that your family passes through. So again, I use that example to point out how we think. We're highly conscientious. We also watch for termites. Termites are a big deal in this market, so we're constantly inspecting for and watching for any signs of termites. I alluded to ants earlier. We're treating ants that break through into the home. We're also treating the ants throughout your property. We're watching for rodents and all kinds of other things. Okay? So very conscientious, very aware. We think about inspecting and preventing. All right. So there are all these monster companies out there that they aren't quite what they used to be because now they're focused on making a quarterly number. And there are a lot of really great small companies out there, an individual and a truck. So why is CityTurf different? Well, CityTurf is different because we think we're just that right size. We have a big office team behind us of very friendly, very nice, well-educated individuals. And so when you have an issue, whether it be a skunk or a squirrel or a rat or a mouse or a spider or whatever it is, and you call a service company, a pest control company, what you don't want to hear is, we'll see you next week. What you want to hear is, we can get out there today, or we'll see you tomorrow. And so when you call, we're going to answer. That's the start of there being any chance that we're going to be out there today. You got to actually answer the phone. We answer the phone. We have a whole team behind us. So when you call, we're going to answer the phone right then and there, and we're going to try to get a tech to you today. We can't always promise that. Could be tomorrow. It's going to be fast. So we specialize in fast. We specialize in conscientious. We specialize in responding. We know when it comes to pests, you don't want any part of them. You don't want them in your home. You want us to get rid of them fast. That's what we'll do for you. So, if you have any challenges, any concerns, if you're worried about hiring a conscientious company, know that our company is made up of a lot of individuals that have pets, and we have kids. We have families, just like you do. So we think like you do. So if that's what you want, and you want speed, give us a ring. We'd love to work with you. Thanks a lot.